Stu is getting his third skin already. Headless Rider Stu is his most expensive skin, and it's technically his best so far. The skin looks amazing, and it has some fun animations and some decent effects. I'll show everything off, give my opinions on it, and you guys can tell me what you think about this skin down in the comments as well. Okay, let's get started. Alright, with this skin, Stu has turned into the Headless Horseman, so his head is changed into a jack-o'-lantern, and I'm not sure if the cutout is supposed to look like his eye, or if it's supposed to look like a mouth for the jack-o'-lantern. Either way, though, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. As for Stu's clothes, he's now wearing a classic-looking military jacket. It's purple and gold, and in my opinion, this color scheme looks great. And to add to that color scheme, he's also got a red strap and a red belt, and those look really good too. On his tire, there are green horseshoes, and I'm personally not a huge fan of these horseshoes. I feel like they complicate the skin and they're not really needed. And to add to that complication, they added a big green face onto the cape for this skin. And again, like I said, the green face is a bit too much for this skin, and I would personally like it better if the cape was just plain black. So for the most part, I really like the design of the skin. The pumpkin head is really cool and it's classic for the Headless Horseman theme, and the purple, gold, and red color scheme look really good in my opinion. But like I said earlier, I think they overdid it just a little bit by shoehorning green into the skin's color scheme. And I know there's green fire coming out of his chest when he takes his head off, but ask yourself, would the skin really look bad if that was the only green on it? For Stu's winning animation, he does a donut and then he jumps. His pumpkin comes off and he rolls it up his arm and then he catches it. While he holds the pumpkin, green flames emit from his chest, and after a second or two, he puts the pumpkin back on. For his losing animation, Stu goes to hang his head, but then the pumpkin rolls off. He starts to panic, trying to feel for it, then he begins to run around looking for it. When he realizes he can't find it, he stands there looking defeated. Both of these animations are very different from the base skin, and I think I prefer the winning animation a bit more because it has a lot of personality. The losing animation's cool, but I think it would have been really funny if he would have slipped when he was trying to look for the pumpkin, and that would have made it a lot better, but either way, it's still a decent animation. I say this in every review, but there's no sound effect changes here. Do you guys think I should keep saying this, or do you want me to only mention if there is sound effect changes? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, the skin does have movement effects. The green horseshoes leave behind a horseshoe imprint on the ground when Stu walks. So it does add a reason to why it's on the skin, but I'm still not crazy about the way it looks when you're in the lobby. For his main attack, Stu's projectiles are turned into a greenish blue axe. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think this is the first skin that I know of that doesn't have an outright blue projectile, so I think that's pretty unique in that case. And there's also some particle effects that follow the axes, but they're nothing crazy. Overall, the main attack just looks okay in my opinion. And for the super, Stu leaves behind green flames, and each spot where the flame was, there's a horseshoe mark that also glows green. Overall, the effects on the skin are solid, but they aren't anything crazy in my opinion. I do appreciate the movement effects because only a handful of skins have those right now, and like I said, I do like that the projectiles are a greenish blue color instead of just the normal blue like most skins. But as far as how they actually look in-game, they aren't jaw-dropping like Lantern Sandy's Super or anything like that. So, is Headless Rider Stu worth 149 gems? Yeah, it is technically, but it's not a must-buy for me if you're not crazy about Stu. And I'm probably going to catch some heat for that take, but the only thing I really love about this skin is the overall design, and the rest of it is just a tad bit underwhelming in my opinion. But as far as 149 gem skins go, it does check all the boxes. It has a nice redesign, it has very distinct win and loss animations, and it has some effects. So there isn't any red flags or reasons for me to say you shouldn't buy it if you want it. I will say that this is definitely the best Stu skin that we have right now because the other ones are cheaper options that are only a recolor or a remodel and they have no effects or animations. So if you want a skin for Stu that has all of the works, this is the only option you have right now. But for me, the skin doesn't wow me with any effects or animations like I said earlier. I really like the design, but like I said, that's the only thing I really love about the skin, so I can't say it's a must-buy. You guys will probably disagree with me, and feel free to let me know about that down in the comments. I love to hear your guys' opinions on this stuff, and this stuff isn't serious since we're just talking about skins here. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.